Hello and welcome to another update video about ADA. On the ADA chart, after yesterday's decline in line with Bitcoin, we have seen a small rally back above 50 cents after we had a brief break below the ideal support area here for the white count. But we have no invalidation. That was marked by the red line, so it kind of respected the key pivot there, this level at 46.6 cents. It was avoided to invalidate here the white structure as it is visible on the chart. The bigger picture is, I think, fairly clear at the moment, whereas the shorter time frames are ambiguous. So we are going to cover the microstructure, but we're still dealing with absolutely messy corrective structures. So we're going to talk about that and talk about the potentials. But looking at the bigger picture, I think the situation is still fairly clear. This wave count hasn't changed in months, and we're still dealing here with a potentially still unfolding diagonal pattern in which wave 1 was completed here in July. Then we have a wave 2 pullback, which completed likely in September, and the wave 3 likely completed in December. The wave 4 is likely unfolding right now, and the wave 5 should still happen afterwards. Okay, so the wave 5 is still expected. Maybe it's already started, but we have not really any evidence for that, any clear evidence. It's a possibility though, but to really confirm it, I want to see further evidence. Okay, especially after the drop, the break briefly below support. Yeah, I'm going to talk about the potentials now in the smaller time frame. But if there is one more high, it should take us to round about 85 to 96 cents. It just takes a little bit of patience because, as we know, corrections in crypto are very frustrating. They can take a lot of time due to the rallies. Okay, I mean, this correction started, more than a month ago. So it is very draining, frustrating. That's what typically in a wave 4 happens. Now, the support area is also unchanged. We have support basically down to 34.5 cents in the current scenario. I would have to change the scenario below 34.5 cents. Would then have to assume that the price peaked in an ABC structure. So, but for now, we are still watching for a potential 5-wave move to unfold. Okay, how can that happen? So first of all, there is zero evidence that a low is in. Yes, we had an initial reaction to support here. Let's talk about that scenario. Let's talk about short-term bullish cases. Okay. In a short-term bullish scenario, the price needs to avoid a break below the red line, which is why it was on the chart. And we talked about that in previous videos. Okay, so need to avoid a break below that red line. A break below it would invalidate the short-term bullish case as it is. That level, is at 46.5 cents. And the ideal support area for this scenario was down to 49.3 cents. We had a break below it. Okay, not a sustained break, but came very close to the invalidation point. That indicates weakness. But the move down is only in 3 waves. So what does that mean? Well, it means it could technically still be the white count. And in the white count, it might be that the wave 4 finished. And this was indeed an A wave. This is a B wave. And we now see a C wave. Now that would likely not go high enough for all of wave 5. But it could be that part of a larger A wave. Then we can get a B wave and a C wave. You might ask why a wave A, B, C in wave 5. Well, it just showed you a diagonal pattern. So that's the explanation. In wave 5, we have ABC structures in diagonals. Okay. Now that's the short-term bullish scenario. Obviously, it needs to avoid a break below that 46.5 cent level for that. Now let's talk about short-term bullish scenario, but overall bearish. Well, let's say not bearish really, but it would allow for another dip into support, but would still be short-term bullish. In this scenario, the wave 4 is still unfolding, okay? But this is just an extended corrective wave. It is possible that from this December high, from this 3rd wave high, the move down is a 3-wave move, but it might have been only a larger A wave of this wave 4. The move up now is still part of a B wave, but the B wave unfolds as a flat. A, B, C is 3. C. What confirms this, or what suggests this scenario? Well, it's the fact that we have 3 waves up, which is indicating a potential flat pattern. It is the deep B wave in wave B. And all of that fits very well the idea of a flat pattern. Then we could see a C wave to the upside now. And you know what also suggests this scenario is Bitcoin. Because Bitcoin is in a similar pattern. Not exactly like that, but Bitcoin also could be now in a B wave rally. And that would all fit. And then another C wave down happens later. Yeah. So I think this might become my preferred scenario. And then, so that's one scenario. I just don't want to put all these potentials on the chart, so I just leave it as an ABC, okay? And then it's worth to remember that up here, after 3 waves, it can always go the other way. Now, and then the short-term directly bearish scenario would be yellow, in which we're already in the C wave to the downside. Basically A, B, C. And then we have a 1, 2, 3, would still be unfolding, 4, 5. And it would be an ending diagonal, and we would be dealing with an A, B, C in wave 3. So it's completely messy, but it's worth to know about the invalidation points. For example, for the yellow count as it is, the invalidation point is a break above the green line. And here we talk about 55 cents. So these are sort of the potentials that we at the moment, that we see on the smaller time frame. Now, if you don't want to worry about the smaller time frame, just zoom out and look at the bigger picture, which is fairly clear at the moment. Okay, that's my update about ADA. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.